Hello.
Hello, hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to day one of Lifting the Weight Online Summit. I am your girl, Sherelle Brown. I am so excited to be here with you today. For those of you who took the step to join us, you are now saying, I want change in my life. I want to experience the change, and we are glad to help you find that inner peace for you to be able to have that change that you so desire. As you guys know, this platform is about lifting the weight physically, mentally, and emotionally. Weight loss itself is just a science. It's about manipulating numbers. But the weight that we carry in our hearts, the weight that we carry in our minds, science can't fix. And so that is why we are here today, not just with certified and qualified professionals, but they themselves will have had personal experiences that they walked through. And as a result, their lives and their life's purpose have been dedicated to helping others. And today's speaker is no exception, by no means least. She is none other than Miss Jeniffer Heckley, y'all. And so I am going to allow her to share her testimony with you today. Nobody can tell your story better than you. And so today she's going to let you know who she is, what she does, what she overcame, and how that is now affecting her everyday life, and how it is giving her the strength to help others see and be the change that they desire. Miss Jeniffer, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
We are so good and so excited to have you. It is day one of the online summit, and we are starting out with a bang. So tell us, who is Miss Jeniffer Heckley? What is your, we're not here about qualifications, but let them know you are qualified to sit in this chair today.
So thank you so much for having me on this summit. I am more than blessed to be able to speak about my experiences and my lifting of a lot of weight. So let me first begin. My name is Jeniffer Heckley. I live in Daytona Beach, Florida. On the beach area. So I came here in Florida to college here in 1983. That was a long time ago. So I am definitely over 50 and studied at college, did a lot of business administration, and went on to get married. And I will talk a little bit about that. I had a good marriage in the beginning, but things took a turn, and I experienced a weight of what I would call a loss of self-confidence, a loss of self-appreciation. I gained some weight. I got up to 152 pounds. And I had no confidence in any decisions I made or in anything that I was doing concerning my children. So along with a job that I commuted to I drove to Orlando and came back. I was a mom of two at the time. After 13 years of marriage, I decided to end things. And it was probably one of the hardest decisions I ever made. My kids were very young, and I had no self-confidence, and I wasn't sure how I was going to survive. But I literally just made the decision. You get to the decision in your life where you're on a fence, and you have to either run, jump off and run, or sink back into what is stable and maybe walking on eggshells and a situation which is not healthy to yourself. And I find in my work now that I deal with a lot of people who have so much anxiety about making decisions, whether it be with marriage or with weight loss or with exercising, just taking that step and going and moving forward with confidence that you in yourself can do. We as women are so much stronger than we give ourselves credit. I mean, we really are strong individuals. So I made the decision and I left. and I kept my job, and I would commute back and forth to Orlando, which was an hour and 20 minutes sometimes, and I would run in the house and I would grab my kids and take them to softball and Boy Scouts, and you just do, and you get on this treadmill of life, and you just go and you go and go. And then I decided it was time for me. And it was time for me to lift the weight, if you will, and start taking control of my life. Because if I was not healthy, and if I was not in control of myself and my emotions and who I was, then my kids were not going to be healthy as well.
Yes.
So I joined this crazy fit camp, and I would have my kids there sometimes, and they would sit and watch me literally cry because I couldn't do it. And because, I mean, and it was just amazing, because the emotion that you got in just exercising for 45 minutes, it was definitely my time. And my kids knew it. They knew that this is mommy time, and you're going to sit there and you're just going to watch and play with your toys and whatever, but mommy's going to exercise. And through it all, I became so strong and so happy with my looks and my inches I was I walked with a little bit more strut in my step, and my clothes were fitting better, and I stood a little bit taller. So I went out and I went on a limb, and I started getting involved with the nutrition part of this whole program, and lost 27 pounds in the process. And people started coming to me and asking me, how did you do it? What were the steps? And I started working on meal prepping and really getting into the focus of the way a healthy lifestyle needed to be for myself and for my children. So meal prepping is a tough course to take, but I took baby steps. I started with a gallon jug, and I would just take that to work. And then I would start taking Ziploc bags and marking them Monday through Friday. And I would prep them every night when I was prepping the kids' lunch. I would prep my own lunch. And it worked for me. And I was like, this is easy. So when I got to work and everybody was bringing in stuff, because I worked in an insurance office, so vendors are constantly bringing in stuff. I said, no, I got my cooler, I've got my plastic bag, I'm ready to go, I have my own lunch. So from that, I really fell in love with fitness, and I decided to become a personal trainer. And I love it. I love it. I'm in my gym now.
Woohoo!
You can see the rope behind me.
I love it.
Rope, the crazy stuff. I have sayings. My poster is on the wall.
Encourage.
Yes, I encourage people and to come in here and feel the feeling I felt when I first started with Fit Camp. The release of everything when I work out. So
I love it, Jennifer. I love it.
I work a lot with women who have struggled, who work all day, and I get it. I was one of them, so I walk in their shoes, and we work out, and I do a lot of partner workouts. I do a lot of, we talk a lot about what we're grateful for. You know, at the end, like, you know, what are you grateful for? Like let's start the class with, how are we feeling today? we got the right mindset? Are we on? Like, are we focused? Are we left everything at the door and we're ready to do some burpees? Like, are we good, you know?
You just said a word that just listen to me. Yes, guys, I've been on my journey for quite some time, and the word burpees still just makes me cringe.
Yeah,
just a little bit. If you don't know what a burpee is, I'm challenging you to Google it. And after you try the first one, you will then understand the cringe. But I'm glad. Let me just put a pin right in there, Jennifer. I don't want us to go too fast and too far, because you just said a mouthful, and I need for the person listening and watching this online summit to digest such the valuable information. And so just to clarify the point of reference, she indicated that the weight that she carried was emotional as a result of a relationship that she was in that became unhealthy. And so as a result of that relationship, she took on the emotional and mental weight of baggage that ultimately affected her self-esteem, her self-image, and her self-confidence. And I know that somebody on the other end of this broadcast can relate to what I'm saying. And so as a result of that, she made a tough decision that we as women often have to do. She said that she was ready and willing to leave and step out because what she was in was not healthy for her. So somebody had to make a decision to determine what is healthy for you, because she said she had to run and jump, or she had to stay in what was considered comfortable. And so she took the hard road, knowing that it would be the better road. It may have not looked that way in the beginning, but she had to believe that there was more, that there could be more, and that she could be better, not just for herself, but for her children. And so after that, the next avenue was finding a form of release. And I'm so glad that she did, because as a result, she's not just affecting lives, but she's changing them. And so her release mechanism was what? The gym, the crazy boot camp, as she would describe it. But guess what? It helped her regain the things that she lost. And in doing so, she shed the pounds that she gained. And in shedding those pounds, ultimately, the weight was lifted. Guys, that is why we are here. That is what we are talking about. And that is what I need you to get from this summit today. If nothing else, find that healthy avenue of release. Find yourself in the midst thereof. I'm telling you, Jennifer, I often tell people I believe the physical weight that we carry is as a result of an mental and an emotional and a psychological state. And so oftentimes people would say, oh, I'm going through this. And while they're going through it emotionally, they're eating. You're eating. You're not counting calories. You're not even thinking about the calories. You're trying to find a way to soothe the pain. And somehow the feeling of fullness in your stomach has I don't know, become an illusion. And so I probably got to study that, because there's got to be something connected that when your gut says I'm full, you feel comforted. Does that make sense? And so there has to be a connection. And so we want persons watching this platform today to find a healthy avenue of release. If it's yoga, if it's a crazy boot camp, if it's running 5 miles, when you work out, you release endorphins, and endorphins make you happy. It is a chemical. It is a hormone that your body says, listen, this feels good. It ultimately improves your mood. And know the problem that you went to the gym with may not dissipate, but your mindset, your attitude, and the approach to it will. And so that's what I want to just reiterate, so that we know how to process all that you're giving us. And that was an awesome, awesome testimony, Jennifer. And so that's some of the things that she went through. And that was one of the processes that she used to help her lift the weight. And guys, today, she has her own gym. She's teaching and inspiring women and men from around the world to get healthy and to stay healthy. What else you got for me today,
Jen? Wow, that's amazing. That's so true. Because, and in my gym, I encourage people, you know, accountability is to yourself, and accountability to your children is so important. These women, they work out in a group. It's become like a camaraderie, and that's important too. Like if you are, and I tell people, if you are afraid of making the decision, find someone, find a friend, you know, that you know, confide in one person to try and get you past the point of you know, making the decision. A guidance counselor, a therapist, the guy at the grocery store, I mean, talk to people, like open up. Like there are more people that are going through things and carrying so much weight than we think. People think, this is just happening to me. It's not.
No,
It's
it's
not.
definitely not.
It's not.
You're not alone.
We are not alone, and we have to become stronger as women. We multitask. We can do laundry and clean a bathtub and to empty a diaper. I mean, we have that gift to do that. That now we need to do it for ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to do it for ourselves. We need to be able to drink water all day, and we need to eat healthy all day, and at the same time do some bicep curls, and you know what I'm saying?
I love it how you keep throwing that in there. Listen, Jennifer is about getting that body right. That's what I'm talking about, because she's telling you need to do it for you. And so on that point of reference, when you said that for me just now, someone tagged me in a video that I did a while back. And in this video, Jennifer, I was talking about your why. And so I wanted to share that because it's on me today, and I want to release that into somebody's hearing. And so you have to understand your why. Somebody thinks you're out, what is my why? Your why is your motive. Your why is your reason. You often hear somebody say, if your why does not make you cry, then it's not strong enough. When you make up in your mind, or you purpose in your heart to do something or to make a decision that is ultimately benefiting your life, you're taking in all the factors and saying that this thing here matters to me most. This thing here is so important, I am willing to turn down my plate. I am willing to take a gallon of water to work with me today. I'm willing to walk away from that toxic, unhealthy relationship, understanding that if I stay in the state that I'm in, if I stay in the mindset that I'm in, it's ultimately going to do more harm to me, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And when you get into that place that I have the power and authority to change the mental space that ultimately can change my physical appearance, demeanor, and everything regarding myself, you are unstoppable. And today we are telling you that you are unstoppable. Today we are declaring that you have the power. Today we are saying to you, woman, rise, get up, shake it off. No, it's not going to be easy. Yes, you're going to cry. I assure you, you're going to have some sleepless nights. But just as sure as the sun rises and then it sets, you're going to get better. You're going to get stronger. The issues that you thought you had are going to dissipate. The answer is already there. But it starts with you purposing in your heart that you're going to do better, that you're going to be better. And that why, you're going to keep your focus on it. That why, you're going to pay attention to it. Jennifer didn't say, but I just feel it. Her why was her children. Her why was her life. Her why was knowing that the state that she was in was not what was best for her. Now, mind you, your situation may not be the same as Jennifer, but the bottom line is, if it's unhealthy for you, if it's going to affect you and the little ones assigned to you, do what you got to do. Love you and love yourself enough to walk away, to leave it behind. And I guarantee you, it may be a cloudy day today, but the sun is going to shine tomorrow. And so, Jennifer, I know I just said a mouthful just now, but I just had to release that in the atmosphere.
So true.
I need somebody to sit down and say and ask themselves, what is my why? What is keeping me? Why am I in this state? Why am I allowing the things of life and the circumstances to weigh me down? I'm tired losing the same 20 pounds for 20 years. It's because you never dealt with the weight in the first place. The physical weight is just a manifestation of what was going on mentally and emotionally. And so now we're addressing the mental and emotional weight. And if you apply the scientific steps and the practical steps, you will not just leave the mental and emotional weight behind. The physical weight is going to drop, and then the release is going to be so much better. Jennifer, we got about 10 more minutes before we go. What final thing would you say to the people as somebody today is being liberated, as somebody today, because your story gave them permission to release the weight. Your story told them that it's going to be okay. If I have to walk away, if I have to take my belongings and go, it is going to be okay. But they need to know, how did you make it? You shared with us the release physically was the gym. Did that have a mental play on your mind, or were there some other practical steps that you put into place that also helped to alleviate and make the transition better. Because I'm not going to sit here and to tell you that it's going to be easy. It won't, but it will definitely be worth it.
So I do a lot of reading. I don't have cable at my house. We don't have television.
Yeah.
And haven't had TV for a while, but that's a decision I made.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of Jim Rohn reading. I do
Oh, I like him.
yes, Charlene Johnson. I do a lot of reading. Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas. You Matter. Have you ever watched the video?
Yes, I think so.
I'm big on that video. So I pick authors that I feel that speak to me. You can go to the library. It doesn't cost anything. So you could just pick a book and just start reading. And if you read a chapter and it speaks to you, then that's great. I also journal quite a bit.
Wow.
I get up every morning and I write 10 things that I want to accomplish for the day. They might be minuscule things. They might be, go to the grocery store and pick up, I things I put off, like I just don't feel like I have time for. I read every morning. I have a daily reader that I read every morning. It's more of a spiritual reader that I do during the morning. And then at night before I go to bed, I write 10 things that I'm grateful for.
Yeah. Okay.
So I keep a journal of things that are going through my mind, and it may just be like things that the kids did or things that need to be done, throughout the day. But it's important just to keep the journal, keep your mind focused on what your goals are. So you might have, a daily goal. Then you might have a weekly goal. You might have a monthly goal. And then you might have goals that are like, a year out or 3 years out. Some of my goals are to go back to, traveling. I'd like to maybe travel, but those are a little further down the road than like, clean the toilet kind of goal.
So you're pretty much talking about prioritizing and then dreaming again, because
right.
That's what I feel like what you're saying.
We can't stop dreaming because somebody is saying that you can't dream. We all can dream. We all need to have goals. We all need to have goals, but in an order. We all need to, the journaling is important to me. The grateful. I'm grateful that the moon came out tonight and it was beautiful. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that it could be anything, that my refrigerator ice maker is finally working. It could be anything, but you have to be grateful, because sometimes we lose ourselves in somebody's punishing us and for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So we have to focus on the little things that we are grateful. We have to be grateful as humans and grateful that things are going to work out. You have to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that things work out for a reason, either good or bad. We can fail ourselves forward, but know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. If you keep working on yourself, then somebody spiritually sees that and is looking out for you.
Yeah. And so, Jennifer, that was so good. I just wanted to piggyback on something that you said that dropped into my spirit as you were talking. And so what I want to say to somebody today is, in a nutshell, let's stop focusing on what's not happening and let's celebrate what is. We can find a million things that we desire and say that this went wrong and this did not happen and he didn't call and that one didn't come back and they're talking about me. Those things might be very real, but if you focus on those things, they're going to put you in a negative space and a mental place that you don't want to be in. Whether you believe it or not, or whether you know it or not, that's ultimately affecting your everyday life. And that is not a place that we want to be. And so what she is saying is don't focus on those things, but put your eyes on the things that are happening and put your mind on the things that you desire to happen, because in doing so, you're giving yourself permission to live and to dream and to come into the reality that these things can happen and they will happen. Despite of what's going on in my life right now, I will live. Despite of what's going on in my life, I will be happy. Despite of what's going on in my life, it is a present state. It's temporarily. It's not permanent, because I have the power to make the changes so that I can be changed. Jennifer, I just thought that was oh so good. And so, guys, Miss Jennifer, I'm going to allow her to leave her information with you today, because she is definitely a well worth digging into. And so if you want to get some more out of Miss Jennifer, I'm going to let her tell you where you can find her. You might be passing through the state of Florida and remember that, hey, I want to love on her. I need to work out in that gym, or we got to have some one-on-one sessions, whatever it is. Miss Jennifer, tell the people how they can find you and connect with you on social media platforms. They may want to say, guess what? I want to know how you lost that 25 and 35 pounds, because everybody does not have to lose 100 pounds. That was my story. That may not necessarily be yours. Uncomfortable for you might be 10 pounds. Uncomfortable for you might be 20 pounds. Uncomfortable for you could be 50 pounds. Whatever it is, we just want you comfortable in the skin that you're in. For me, I stopped
people that.
For me, I stopped measuring my success by the numbers on the scale, but how I feel every day when I wake up. My energy, my clothing, the way that my heart still beats, the way that I don't have to. When I'm walking up a flight of stairs, I used to have to grab on for dear life. You swear I needed oxygen tank, because that's how it was. But I no longer have to do that. And so that is a thing that I am grateful for. When I used to fly in airplanes, I had to ask an extension. Even when I was not pregnant, I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I had to walk down the aisle sideways, y'all. Sideways. Y'all know those planes small. Okay? And so through the grace of God, I don't have to ask an extension. Even if I still tilt a little bit, it ain't full on tilted, y'all. No, excuse me, see. I don't have to worry about who's going to sit next to me. Is my right thigh going to hang over in their chair? Are they going to be comfortable? No. Why? Because the weight has been lifted. Guys, I am still journeying. And as I journey, I am so honored and privileged to empower and invite so many others to come along with us, because the ride is going to be so worth it. You're going to be so excited and ultimately so grateful that you're going to share and tell others. And that's how we help our brothers and sisters in this process and in this fight. And so, Miss Jennifer, tell them how they can connect with you.
Okay, so I am in South Daytona. My gym is called Innate, INNATE, Fitness Daytona. We are 1780 South Nova, that's NOVA Road, and then as in South Daytona. My phone number is 386-290-6848. And my email is innate, INNATE, Daytona @yahoo.com. And I am ready to talk.
Also, is there a Facebook page? You know, the world is on Facebook. And so what's the Facebook page?
Yes, it's Innate Fitness Daytona.
Innate Fitness Daytona. And there you have it. There you have it, guys. Remember now, these sessions are not meant to be long, but they're definitely meant to be powerful and informative. And I pray that you have gotten some sort of content or feel so liberated from this session today that you would dare to share this platform with somebody else. There's another woman out there who's hurting. There's another person out there thinking that they're alone. And we are offering this opportunity for absolutely free. And so all that we are asking is that you spread the word across the globe, that this is what is happening and that person's lives are being changed. And so we want to thank you for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you on day 2, of our online summit. And of course, we have an extra special bonus for you on Friday where you get to meet the speakers, ask your questions, and hear a little bit more about them and their individual journeys. Guys, we have so much more coming up for you. We're getting ready to release a book called Lifting the Weight. We're going to be having our summit in Orlando, Florida in July called Lifting the Weight. stay connected. We're going to be bringing expert speakers to you live. We're going to have yoga. We're going to love on each other. We're going to release mentally, physically, and emotionally. So stay connected. Share the broadcast, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Blessings.